Alright lads, how you all doing? My name's Hysteria. Hope you are all doing pretty well today. Not doing too fucking bad myself, if you might ask, which you wouldn't. So the gameplay you're seeing here today is a bit of operations on Kaiserschlacht. We're in Amiens, and I'm on the attacking team, and we do pretty fucking good, if I say so myself. Lots of nice clips in this one, so definitely keep an eye on the gameplay in the background. But that's not important. The important thing I want to talk about today is, of course, the spring update that'll be coming to Battlefield 1. Hopefully, at some stage this week. Now, I know that DICE are currently just trying to get the certification from Microsoft and Xbox before the new update can go live. But, they have previously mentioned that it is coming very soon. So, hopefully, before the end of this week. Anyway, so let's just have a look at some of the stuff that they're planning on bringing with this spring update. And is it going to revive the Battlefield 1 community? Like, there's still a lot of people out there playing Battlefield 1, but not as much as there was when it launched. And that's mainly down to DICE, the length between the game coming out in November and They Shall Not Pass coming out in, was it March? That was just a huge gap. Now, I loved playing the game, and I played it from day one. I played it all the way up till Christmas, and then obviously a lot of people got it for Christmas, so it brought a little bit more life back into the game, but there was still no more content. And then around February or so, kind of middle way through January into February, I kind of just stopped playing it altogether. There was other games coming out. There was nothing really left for me to unlock. So every game I played was pretty much just me trying to be a kill whore or a point whore or something like that. And eventually, if you're not playing with people regularly, it's going to get pretty boring. So that kind of cut the game's lifespan a little bit short for me. And it's a shame because I do absolutely love the Battlefield franchise and was very, very excited for months and months for Battlefield 1 to come out. So hopefully, with this spring update and In the Name of the Tsar and stuff coming up, hopefully the rest of the DLCs get released within maybe a month or two of each other, just to keep the game flowing. Obviously then Star Wars will come out, and if they've learned from the mistakes of Battlefront 1, then they will hopefully have a pretty successful game. But enough of that mumbo jumbo. Let's have a look at some of the stuff that they are planning to bring to us this week. So Platoons is something that they've mentioned, and Platoons was a cool feature in Battlefield 4, got a lot of people excited, especially in the PC community. On the consoles, not so much, but then again, on the consoles, you don't really see that many clans playing together. They do exist, and I'm part of one myself, a few guys that I play with regularly enough, but there's not many clans on the PS4 or on the Xbox One. I'd be more so on the PC because they'll have more access to forums and stuff like that, so it's good for those guys. Especially there's your squad name can change. So instead of it saying Apples Butter, it will change to the name of your platoon. So, it could be the no scopers or whatever the fuck you'd call it. I don't know. So that's pretty cool. And if you are playing a game with like capture point flags, so like domination or conquest, once you're if everybody in your squad, so you have 5 people from your platoon in your squad, and you capture a flag, then that flag's actually going to display your emblem, which is pretty cool. So it's gonna fucking look pretty cool to see your own flag in the game. So I definitely will be looking forward to that once I create an emblem myself. And it will also exist through the community test environment as well. So, for example, it's only on PC at the moment. They have mentioned bringing the community test environment over to PS4 and Xbox One, but I'm not holding my breath on that one. It's just so much easier to update things on the PC side of things than it is to try and get it over onto a console. But I'm completely cool with that. So yeah, Platoons, obviously, if you're working together, it's DICE's initiative to try and push teamwork. So if you and your squad mates in your platoon are all working together, then, you should see extra XP and, cool little things like that, like the flag emblems. And the next thing that they've promised to bring us in this update is the new rank 10 variants for each of the classes. So there's 4 in total. For the assault, they're giving us the Hellregal 1915 defensive. For the medic class, the Seb Slatter is going to get a sniper variant. So if you've ever used the Seb Slatter, I went through a phase where I thought it was pretty good. Of using it. It is pretty good, but you've got to play it so defensively, and you've got to play it so almost long range that it really, like, the whole idea of a medic is that you're supposed to push up with your team and keep people revives, and that's where the carbine effect comes in. You've got these really good carbines like the 1916, the 1907 that have these, somewhat large magazines, so you can get 2 or 3 kills out of each magazine, whereas with this one, it's at long ranges, it's pretty, you need about 2 or 3 shots, and you've only got 5 in the clip. So, it's you're only gonna get 1, maybe 2 kills at the most before you have to reload, and it doesn't encourage you to push up with everybody else. You kind of take a back seat and you're chilling at the back with the recon class, and it's not going to benefit. So I think adding a sniper variant is just going to encourage more of that camping. So I don't know, we'll talk about it in a minute anyway. For the sniper class, they get the Martini Henry sniper. Now, if they fix the damage control on Martini Henry, I think it would have a place. It wouldn't be super overpowered, but I think it would find a nice balance within the other sniper weapons. And then finally, for the support class, you're getting the Hewitt Automatic Optical. Now, the Hewitt Automatic Optical is a pretty mediocre weapon. It's got the best recoil pattern out of any of the support class weapons, even better than the BAR. But it's just the damage is so weak that, you're going to have to fire about 5 or 6 rounds into somebody for them to drop. And it was okay, but it just never had any clear advantage over it. So let's have a quick look at the Hellregal 1915 defensive. Now, if you've used the regular Hellregal in the game, you'll know for the longest time it was a pretty... Would you class it as overpowered? I almost would. At the beginning, it would be a pretty overpowered weapon because you've got that 16 round drum mag, and you've got this. It's supposedly had the worst hip fire, but with 60 rounds, it's not going to be a huge compromise. You're still going to get those crazy hip fire kills. And the aim down sight accuracy of this weapon when it first came out was absolutely insane. I mean, if you had it, you had a clear advantage over anybody else, except in extremely close quarters where the 1918 Storm would beat it in hip fire and rate of fire. But that's literally it. The Hellregal was an absolute powerhouse. So with this variant, it's the defensive variant. So what they've done is they've doubled the size of the drum magazine from 60 to 120. So you're gonna have 120 rounds before you need to reload. I assume the reload will probably not take that much longer than the 60 round magazine, but they might make the animation a little bit slower for balancing purposes. But overall, I think it'll be a pretty good weapon. They're going to have to do something in terms of balance, like the aim down sight accuracy is going to have to be all over the fucking place for this to fit in well. They have given it the bipod, but the bipod's only going to be good up until 30-40 meters, and then after that the damage is going to start dropping off. It's not going to have a real benefit, but I'll definitely be giving this a go when it comes out. Like I'm rank 10 in all weapons, in all classes, so I should get access to this straight away. The rate of fire is 650. As far as I know, that's pretty similar to the current Hell Regal. So I'll be very curious to see where this weapon fits in, because I don't have an answer at the moment on whether it's going to be good or not. Having a look at the Seb's ladder, as I mentioned before, it will only have that 5-round clip that feeds into the inbuilt magazine. So, you know, with the 1906 sniper variant, you're going to really rely on getting those headshots. It's still going to be a 2-shot kill to the head, but if someone's at least slightly damaged to the point where they've only got 70 or 80 health, you're going to be getting that 1-shot headshot on them. Anyway, apart from a faster rate of fire, I don't know if it's going to have any benefit over the recon class at all. And again, it encourages that kind of take a back seat thing, not being up on the front line, dropping med packs, picking up your buddies. So I don't know how I feel about it. I will definitely give it a go, and I'll try and be as aggressive as possible because that's my normal medic playstyle, but I don't know. I don't know if it has a place. Then moving on to the Martini Henry. The Martini Henry, when it first came out, was a pretty much a god gun. Now, by the time I unlocked it, because I did not really like the recon class at all, by the time I unlocked this weapon, I only got to play with it for maybe a week or so at its full strength before it got heavily nerfed, and then after that it just did not have any benefit over any other weapon at all. So they've tried to change the damage model again. I haven't played with it since they've done this, but obviously it was a close to medium range option for the recon class. And now they're adding a sniper variant. I don't know. Hopefully it fits in well. Like, my current favorite sniper is the Gewehr M95. It doesn't have that sweet spot, but it has everything else. So as long as you're going for those headshots, you're going to hit them. It's going to be a pretty good gun. I'll definitely give the Martini Henry a go, but again, I don't know where it's going to fit in with the current lineup. And then, of course, lastly, we've got the Hewitt Automatic Optical. Now, the Hewitt, not a great gun. The BAR beats it out a good bit. Even the Lewis gun would be much better than this. Hopefully it fits in somewhere, because, you know, for the support class, especially getting to rank 10 is quite a bit of a grind. You know, you're constantly dropping ammo to try and get those support points. So hopefully it's all worth it with this optical sight. It might give it a bit more range, but at the same time, they're going to need to boost the damage or the rate of fire or something. It's only got a rate of fire of about 475, which kind of puts it in the middle somewhere. So again, I'll be looking forward to trying this one out. But the one I'll definitely be going to first is the Hell Regal out of the lot of them. And then in terms of ribbon and dog tags, there's more ribbons and dog tags. And if you're into collecting them, I'm not really into it myself. But if it's something that you enjoy, you know, they're definitely there, and obviously it's got to give people something to work for as well. Ammo 2.0, I don't know a whole lot about it, but I see already they've had to make some tweaks because of the constant grenade spam. So hopefully they do that. And then, of course, on the PC side, they're going to be giving out private servers and stuff like that as well. Again, I'm not going to experience too much of that unless they bring it over to the console. They did a rent-a-console system on PS3 for Battlefield. Yeah, it was Battlefield. I actually played on the Xbox 360, but they had it on PS3 as well. And that was pretty okay. I mean, on console, you don't really worry about it too much. You'll just go into the public lobbies as it is, so that's fine. And then, as well, they have multi-admins for the PC servers. So, you know, if one admin's not online, it's not going to ruin the entire experience, and you'll be able to kick those trolls out pretty easily. And then the very last thing I want to mention just before this gameplay ends is the medic revive call out. This is something that can only benefit. So if you're playing a medic, what you can do is if you see somebody down and they have the revive emblem over them, you can spot them, and that will tell that player that, hang on, wait there, don't respawn, I'm going to get to you. And I think that's pretty good. Hopefully people just don't troll it away, but if people use it effectively, like if somebody pings me, I'm going to hang on. I'm going to hang on because they're going to try and get to me, and then obviously if I see them get killed or something, I'll just respawn anyway. But at least I know that someone is looking out for me, because so often enough, you know, you could have a medic that's about 10 meters away from you, but they're not paying attention to you at all. They're just trying to get fucking kills. And it's a real pain in the backside. But yeah, that's everything in the spring update. Hopefully it comes out this week. I'll be definitely hopping onto the game if it does. So let me know in the comments below what you guys think about this. And I'll see you in the next video. Alright lads, take care. Bye bye.